Hello and welcome to Ula Tea Leaf Readings. My name is Lenor, and tonight I'm going to be reading your tea leaves. This is a horoscope for Libra. If Libra is your solar, lunar, ascendant / rising sign, then this is a message for you. All right, let's get started. And so we are doing a bonus reading for Libra tonight. And our card is the Ace of Pentacles. And this is from Tarot of the Abyss. Okay, and let's see what these tea leaves have to say. Okay, so immediately I am seeing we have one person here. It looks like they're holding a bowl, maybe. And over here we have, and I'm trying to think, is this a person wearing maybe the mask of a dog? It looks like a dog to me. Or, and actually, let's see. Also looks like we have a skull right here. It kind of reminds me of... It reminds me of a fresco from one of the mystery mansions in Pompeii. And there's one where it's like a dog's face. It almost looks like maybe kind of a but then I'm thinking of, yeah, I mean like a Roman, Egypto-Roman kind of Thoth, or no, of Anubis. But now I'm wondering, is that really where it was from? From Pompeii? But regardless of where it's from, I'm thinking that this reminds me of an Anubis figure, especially because we have the skull and we know Anubis is a psychopomp, right? And I feel like Anubis is also the patron of mummification, of what's the word, of embalming, maybe. I feel like I'll have to look that up, but whatever it is, caring for the body right after death. And so I look at this and I think, I don't know that this is actually about death, but I feel like this is a place where I feel that you are really comfortable with the death process for one reason or another. I believe that maybe you've been around it more than most people. You maybe work in the industry in some way. Maybe you're in the medical industry. Maybe you work in hospice, or maybe you are somebody who is in some way involved in caring for the bodies afterward. If you work in a mortuary or some kind of like county office, or for the coroner, whatever it is, I do feel like there's a sense of great respect there. I feel like it's almost like communing with death here. You are not deterred from it. I also don't think that you are necessarily afraid of death. I think that this is something that you regard as one of the greatest mysteries. I feel like maybe you've even had a near-death experience yourself. And I'm realizing as I say this, probably YouTube's going to hate that I've used the word death a lot, but here we are. But I do think that, gosh, there's this sense of, just kind of sitting down and having, a conversation. I almost kind of think of The Seventh Seal, the Bergman movie, and it's a little different. It was a knight who was playing chess with death to kind of stave off his own end, right? Not wanting to have to go off into the other side. And so I do feel like this is not the case for you. I feel like you are very, very much somebody who is in their awakening. And I think at times you almost feel like this waking life feels less real than all of that stuff beneath, including that place on the borderlands where life and death becomes quite blurred. And so, I don't think that there's really a romanticizing, or anything like that, but I do feel like you have this quality, where you can talk about these things, about, the process of living and transitioning. And probably I feel like people feel quite comfortable discussing these things with you. I even feel like maybe when you were younger, you were like that friend that, everybody's hanging out, and you were the friend that always kind of initiated really deep conversations. And people would often tell you, or even they probably still do, that, I've never talked to anybody about this. This is not something that, my friends talk about, or I'm used to talking about. But I feel comfortable saying it to you. And you just kind of really have that aura. And so, I think that that is something very special. It is something that, is kind of a rarity. So many of us spend our lives kind of avoiding even discussing or thinking about anything related to the transition, or especially losing those we love. And so this is maybe one of your special missions in this incarnate cycle, is that you are somebody who works closely with death and the process of death. And I almost, as I'm talking about this, I'm wondering if maybe you took care of somebody as they were ailing. And as they became less and less able to do things for themselves and so on, I feel like maybe you were somebody that was quite involved in this, and this could have been a family member, and this maybe kind of informed your move into some field where you were or are kind of a caretaker, a counselor, somebody who helps guide others and supports them in their journey. Okay, let's take a look here. So we also have, it looks like we have a face here, and maybe kind of wearing a robe or a dress of some kind. I get the feeling of kind of dancing and stomping the feet, and I immediately get this kind of feeling of like work hard, play hard, right? Now, this doesn't mean that, you are out partying and all of that, but I do think that you work very hard. And when it is your time to take your reprieve from that, when you have the ability to maybe, take some days for yourself, go on vacation, go see some things, enjoy, do the things that you love, you absolutely have no guilt about taking that time. You are not somebody that, kind of like finds reasons to keep working. Though I do think that you're really good at your work, and I think that you're also very dedicated and devoted to it. I think that, of course, you have that just innate understanding of balance in life. It is so important to be able to balance different aspects, so that you don't become burnt out in any sector of your being. And so I do feel like there's a time here coming up where, and I'm seeing fish, and I almost see tropical fish. So I'm wondering if you're going to be near the ocean or the warm waters somewhere. Hello, I'm a little scared of you. TT here. We had a little incident in one of my other readings. She was laying on me as she usually does, and she got, don't, now you're going to hiss me again? Don't do that. She got her claw stuck in my sweater, and it made her upset. She got scared, I think. She turned, and she, unbeknownst to me, she scratched my face, and she got upset, and she couldn't, it was a whole thing. So, thankfully, everybody's okay now, and I guess she's coming back, hopefully not in the mood. You're not in a mood, are you? No, you're my little baby. That's right, you're my little baby. So, anyways, maybe going somewhere to the water. We have those fish, and you can see right here, there's one with the kind of pointy and the little flared tail. And so, yes, I think there is a vacation coming up, or at least something where you will be traveling. And I feel like there's water involved, okay? Now, we also have a hook down here. So I do feel like there's, maybe quite literally you'll go fishing, but I also think that more than that, there's this emotional aspect. So I do feel like there's a sense of maybe like falling in love, falling in lust, maybe kind of a renewal of, sensuous interests with your long-term partner or spouse. It could be that you're out there dating and meeting somebody that you find quite interesting. But I feel like there's a sense of really letting loose, enjoying yourself, really feeling quite attractive and, just kind of in your zone, and really just giving off vibes, man. Lots of vibes here. And I think that's going to be so fun. It seems like a really enjoyable period of time. Okay, be careful. Don't fall over there, girl. Nope. Let's go this way. Okay, so we do have, it looks like we have the chariot. We have the person sitting up here. We have the horse kind of turned and looking. We have like kind of the chariot as well. It doesn't look perfect, but yeah, that's what we're going with. So, this idea of working very, very diligently, and I feel like maybe you have recently gone into a lead position, or you will be maybe going into a position of maybe kind of like upper management, maybe a promotion coming. And I feel like this is something that you've been working really hard for. We have that chariot energy. You've been quite devoted to the work. But I do feel like there seems to be this really marked kind of elevation in the career path here. So it could even be that you found a job that you've, been really looking for, and you've been offered a position or something like this. But I do almost feel like this is on your like list of things that you're checking it off. This is something that has been a big goal for you. So it's exciting to see that. And it also makes sense why, doing a little vacation thing might be really important, because, you're going to be busy, busy, busy coming up. And over here snoring. always have to laugh when she comes over to lay down on me and she starts snoring during my reading. Okay. So I'm looking here and it looks like sorry, T, I have to get closer. We have the Ace of Cups. And what did we have with the Ace of this? Yeah, so it does make sense there. So we have the Ace of Cups, but we also have we have a coin right there and a coin right here, a coin right here. And I'm just looking everywhere. I'm seeing like coins just kind of like falling down, like it's raining coins. And so I also feel like this is going to be a period of time, this next year especially, where there is just a lot of financial stability. Your income seems to be increasing. And there really, I feel like it's a sense of relief here. I feel like it's kind of this feeling of you're not gonna, like, I'm not gonna squander this. I'm going to fully put this to work. I'm going to do the things that I have planned if I got this position and I'm making the income that I had hoped for. I'm gonna make sure that I don't put it, it's not gonna go to waste. I know you, Libra, and I know that you always have a plan. You always have a plan, don't you? So, yes, I can see you seeing this through. And I feel like there's just such a sense of, almost disbelief, but at the same time, it's like you've been working so hard for it. So it's like, but you are humble as well. You're not like, super prideful about this. Although at the same time, it's like you already knew that you were capable of it. It just had to come in its own time, and it did. So this is really just excellent news. Actually, kind of the best news I've seen in any of my readings in the last couple of days. And I feel like it's just the beginning of it, right? I think that there's just exponential growth here. And yes, it really, I'm looking at this as fire. And it feels like it's going to go quickly, and it's going to go quicker yet, right? Now, we also have a wishbone. So, wishes granted, right? You are just pulling all the luck. It's all the luck, but it's not like just blind luck. This is been set up. You have made all of this possible. You've done the work, and you continue to do the work. Okay, so we also have, it looks like 103, and then we also have 71. 10371. We also have a little heart down here. We have another heart down here. And so I feel like I think in all this good news, that these things that are coming up for you, I feel like you're kind of, mood is elevated. I feel like you're feeling connected to your person, or you're really interested in kind of dating or getting more serious with somebody you're seeing. And it feels good. All of it feels good. I get the sense of really feeling yourself and feeling confident and kind of looking around and seeing like, I have all of this to show for the work that I've been doing, and I'm really thankful, to have this opportunity, and also just the verification that, putting in the time that you have really is paying off, and it is. So I feel like you're really connected. You're you're really in a lovey kind of mood, I feel like. And I feel like the people around you are really happy. They're very, excited to get to experience you in this way. So we have the gratitude cards, a little deck of appreciation, and they're really cute. So we're going to flip through here. We'll stop where it feels right. And it says, 1,000 words. Take photos of things take photos of things you're grateful for. Review them when you're feeling down. I like this one. I just have to open up my camera roll thing. And it just fell. Let's do another one. And it's just a million pictures of my daughter and my cats. And I'm happy. Okay, let's see. We have a beautiful little horse there. And a lady standing with it. Share a hug. There are many ways to say I love you. Yes. Some affection with your loved ones. Okay, well, Libra, I'm going to go ahead and tell you I love you, and I do, and I do, and I do. And I thank you so much for spending this time with me. It's always such an honor to be able to bring these messages to you. If you would be so kind as to like the video, it really does help the channel so much. And if you have not subscribed yet, please think about doing that. You can hit that little bell, and it'll let you know when the next videos are coming out. And it's free to subscribe. And if you would like to leave a comment, please do. I'd love to hear from you. All right. So happy equinox. It is happening as we speak. Let's take a look here. Yeah, 11:26. So I think it was supposed to happen right around now in my time zone here in the Chicago time zone. All right, so many blessings, and what else? That's it. Libra, that's it. I'm going to bed. Right now, I'm going to go clean myself up from the cat scratching my face. My goodness. That was my... that was the excitement of my evening. And then I'm going to get in bed. So again, I love you. Thank you. We'll talk in just a few days here. Good night.